Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide. This is a little bonus episode about a little demo games. Join us as we preview games and share our first impressions for the remainder of this episode. Let me be your demo guide. Welcome back to day 2 of 12 days of demos.
Ooh, day 2.
What is this? What's the second day of?
I gotta look it up.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
Oh, the turtle doves.
It's the turtle dove episode.
Turtle doves, 2 turtle doves. And that's fitting actually for the demo that we're going to talk about today, because the 12 days of demos is all about talking about demos for the holiday season, putting a little cheer into our lives and yours.
Sweet.
The demo that we're going to talk about today is one that I played. It is called Beastieball.
Ooh.
I like that.
It is a Pokemon X volleyball mashup, which when I saw this game, I was very, very excited to check it out. And it did not disappoint. This game was kickstarted earlier this year. It is from Wishes Unlimited. And from what I can tell, this is their first published game. This is October still when we're recording this. On Steam, the game releases, it just says 2024. So fingers crossed that it actually does come out this year and maybe it's out already. Beastieball was a very fun experience. And from what I played about 45 minutes, between 45 minutes and an hour, I would say. I did not finish the demo, but I may have been getting close. But there also could have been a lot more content, I think. So this game is, when I say it's like Pokemon X volleyball, that's extremely accurate. You train a group of monsters, beasties, that are predisposed to loving playing Beastieball, which is very similar to volleyball, where there's a net in the middle. It's 2v2 on the teams, and there are 4 like squares on each side of the net. So on your turn, you basically, it depends on where the ball is. So like you start off by serving, and some beasties may have a special serve ability that you select in a turn-based mode. Once you serve it to the other side, the beasties on that side will like take stamina damage if they stop and hit the ball. And then they have a chance to volley the ball back to you or to pass it to a partner on their side. They can move to another quadrant. And so what you're trying to do is either knock out one of the other beasties, or you're trying to knock the ball into a square where nobody is. When you're on offense, each beastie has a turn when they are at the ball. So if the first beastie hits the ball over to their buddy, then it's that buddy's turn, who then can hit it over the net or pass it back to their buddy. You only get 3 touches before it goes over the net, just like in real volleyball, I think. Am I right?
Yes. This sounds so adorable.
And it is adorable. I have not even told you about the graphics yet.
Okay.
Which I won't do yet, because while the offensive team has the ball, the other team, just one of their beasties gets to make one move to set up the defense. So they can move or they can do some sort of defensive play. So it does seem like there might be a little bit of a guessing element to it as to where you want to be, where the ball is going to go. In my play, I wasn't really certain how to control where the ball would go exactly. It seemed like I could either send it to the left side or the right side, or the close up or the far back. And so I don't know if you have more specific targeting abilities, or maybe just the beasties that I had didn't have that. But it was really fun, and I leveled up my beasties. They got new abilities. Oh, it was cool. And these are cute little suckers too. So the graphics in this game are really cool. It's a 3D environment that almost has like mixed media, I want to say. And what I mean by that is like so many of the things on the screen have like different textures. So the grass is like, maybe the grass is 2D, but it has like a specific texture. The water has a texture and it goes off in the background. Like different parts of the ground have a texture. They play with color schemes a little bit. Like at the beginning, one of the early scenes I think is like mostly orange and dark. But they just have a lot of bright colors. It's very good looking, but then all the sprites are 2D. And so they look very cute. You get to design your character. There's a bunch of different options for the hair.
Oh my
there's
God.
there's not a lot of options for other things like but you can customize your shoes, your pants, your shirt, your hat, your mustache. So there's a lot of customization. It seemed like, at least in the demo, you only had a ton of options for hair and like the colors for all these things.
That's all you need.
That's cool. Though, yeah.
But I imagine that either in the game you can unlock more options, or in the full release they might have a lot more options to customize your character. But you're like a 2D character in this 3D map. That's really cute because like when you're moving around, you just have like this walk animation, right? But then if you turn the opposite direction, your character flips. And so there's like a moment where they're flat,
Oh yeah.
because they're 2D spinning around. And there's a button for like running, although I think it's called hustle. But your legs just become like a little clouded like scramble, like in a cartoon, like as you're just like running. So it's really cute. And there's things like that. You do get a starter beastie. Your options are between one that's like an axolotl, one that's kind of like a bird, maybe like an ostrich type thing, and then another one that is like a kangaroo rat or something. It has like digging paws though. I chose that one. They were all adorable though. Each one I was like, oh, I'm going to pick that. Oh, I'm going to pick that. No, fine. Okay, I'll pick this. So that's a really good sign. Like all those were well designed and they were adorable. There were other beasties in the game that I could visit and go against. The music in this game was really fun too. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the band The Go Team.
Mm-mm.
No. Well, the music in this game, like at the beginning, it's kind of like random sounds almost that like form a song. Like there's just kind of like instruments that are playing, or there's like voices echoing. I can't make it sound good with that description, but it's like, it's very fun. And so if anybody out there has like listened to the Go Team, especially their first album that I can't remember, like it kind of reminds me of that. When you get into town, it did sound like a Pokemon song, like an old school Pokemon song, but then they just like updated it to be modern. So it was really fun. I'm very excited for this game. And like when it releases, I think my partner and I are definitely going to be all over this.
That's fun.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome game, especially like party game. Like, you have a couple friends over and you play or whatever. That sounds like a lot of fun though.
Yeah, it does seem like they intend to have an online component too.
Oh, cool.
So they must, in that case, they've got to like work on the balance of these beasties and their abilities a decent amount. Because you like selected a name for your character and it says like this will show up in online matches.
Oh.
So I didn't experience any of that, but it sounds like they intend for it to be kind of a big thing.
Yeah, online beastie.
Yeah, online beastie.
Dang.
Beastieball me, bro.
Dang. It's on.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's Beastieball from Wishes Unlimited. Look out for it. Join us tomorrow for the next demo of 12 Days of Demos. Give the podcast 5 stars if you liked what you heard. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us any game requests if there is something you would like us to review. You can find us on Instagram at letmebeyourgg, and our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you for listening. We can't wait to see you tomorrow, and thank you so much for letting me be your demo guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.